This is the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
About to bring gold back to Lawrence County.
Your home for the County of Champions.
And how sweet it is! A state gold medal for the Union Scotties!
And then the Shenango Lancers are your 2A softball champions. The trophy lifted high.
The 10th seed Union Scotties are WPIAL champions.
Not a Cinderella story, a championship story here.
And your 2023 WPIL 2A Girls Champions, the Shenango Wildcats.
The pitch from Bruce, here it comes. Swing and a miss! Union wins it! The Union Scotties have rallied to win the WPIAL Championship.
The top local athletes and the top sports moments all featured here, live or archived at lcsportsnet.com.
Working down inside and alley-oop, the young gun.
She'll strike it. And score!
Featuring over 100 broadcasts of county events in over a dozen sports. Your voice for Lawrence County sports.
The gold ball headed home to Newcastle.
This is the Lawrence County SportsNet. For 20 years, Melee Chiropractic has treated athletes of all ages to help them get safely back to the top of their game. Melee Chiropractic has 3 full-time doctors in their office, and all 3 are former area athletes who have had to battle injuries throughout their careers. They want to help you get safely back on your feet. But more importantly, help stop the injuries before they happen. Prehab before you rehab. Attention all high school student athletes. During your sports season, a $30 visit to the Melee Chiropractic office includes an adjustment and/or all therapy is necessary. From the athletes of tomorrow to the weekend warriors and everything in between. Let Melee Chiropractic keep you in the game.
You just let them know when you're ready to go.
Good evening and welcome to Shenango High School Bill McNeese Gymnasium for another night of boys basketball action here in the Lawrence County Sports Network. Tonight's game is brought to you by Melee Chiropractic, MVP Insurance, Luxembourg, Garvey, Kelly, and George, Castle Asphalt, the Newcastle Transit Authority, Maduro Bonner Law, Penn Ohio Bottled Water, Gem Builders Incorporated, Health and Motion Physical Therapy, Pontius Insurance, Doran Concrete, The Red Zone, Works in Progress, City Rescue Mission, something for your wall photography, the Tri-County Principals Association, the Shenango Teachers Association, and by the Lawrence County Community Action Partnership. I'm Eric Thomas alongside Lee Moen. We're here tonight as we got Shenango and Mohawk. It is a cross-section matchup. The Shenango Wildcats are 9-5 overall, 3-2 in WPIL 2A Section 1. Mohawk a perfect 6-0. After their big win against the Shannock the other night in Section 1 of 3A. This ought to be a pretty good cross-section matchup. Good mid-season test for both these two teams here tonight.
Yeah, it's nice to get the cross counties going at each other. Nice to get these Lawrence County always have a nice rivalry between these two schools. You mentioned what a big win for Mohawk the other night. Went up to the Shannock and played very, very well fourth quarter. They just sort of put that game away in the fourth quarter. Jay Rona was outstanding. I believe it was 27 points the other night. Was hitting from outside. This team likes to run. They can shoot very, very well. Shenango, on the other hand, tough loss against Aliquippa. Got a chance to briefly talk to Coach McQuiston. I said, did you guys just play, rough, play bad, or is Aliquippa that good? He says, a little bit of both. He says, Aliquippa, defending champs, WPL champs, got everybody coming back. He said, they're that good. He says, the thing is their quickness for Aliquippa. He says, when you go to make a pass, you think they're open, and then all of a sudden here comes that Aliquippa guard to steal, and then they go the other way. But he said, Aliquippa is definitely the cream of the crop, but he's very happy with the way the season's going so far for Shenango. It should be a fun match here tonight, though.
Let's take a quick look at the standings as far as the WPIL goes. In Section 1, 3A, Mohawk sits there atop with a 6-0 record. Neshannock is number 2 in that section after losing to Mohawk the other night. Then you got Elwood City, Beaver Falls, Riverside, New Brighton, and Freedom. All of these sections in 3A are going to have 4 teams representing them in the WPIL tournament coming up next month. So Mohawk right now at 6-0 is in pretty good shape as far as that goes. It would take a really, really strong effort from somebody at the bottom like Riverside or New Brighton or Freedom to come up and really start winning some games and knock some of these teams off. But the top 4 in Section 1 seem pretty safe. And for Mohawk right now, they're in the driver's seat. And as they say, they control their own destiny as far as winning a section.
Yeah, and then they get Neshannock back at Mohawk for the rematch, which is good. Elwood City, it's all about Joe Roth there. But I mean, it should be between Mohawk and Neshannock going down for that next match should be for the title. But you never know how things play out. But Mohawk, and they had a very, very, very good year last year. Then, unfortunately, had a rough stretch down the end. Lost their first-round playoff game, and lost the state playing game also. So, had a rough stretch. But there's 4 seniors on this team. Expect to go, far. I mean, they were ranked number 1 coming in this year. So, falter a little bit, but challenging non-section schedule for Mohawk, but they're back on winning terms.
They really are. There's 4 undefeated teams in all of 3A right now. Mohawk is one of them at 6-0. Seton LaSalle, Deer Lakes, and Washington are the other 3, and they are all leaders in their respective sections. In 2A, you mentioned the Aliquippa game the other night. Again, 4 teams out of Section 1 are going to make the WPIL tournament. Shenango already has one up on Sewickley Academy. They beat them the other night. Prior to the Aliquippa game, Northgate at 4-1, and Aliquippa, the 2 teams that this Shenango team is looking up at. If they're going to win here tonight, they're going to be pretty safe. But as far as section goes, they're right in the mix there. And again, it's kind of like bottom of the section. Southside or Laurel's going to have to win some games and knock some of these teams off. And that right now doesn't look like it's going to happen.
Yeah, on paper it doesn't look. I mean, like I said, you never know what might happen when they play. But on paper, I mean, Aliquippa, Northgate, Shenango definitely should be in those playoff mix, and then Sewickley Academy, Southside, Laurel's going to battle for that 4 spot. But Aliquippa definitely the cream of the crop. You see why they're ranked number 1 in the WPIL.
And again, like 3A, there are 4 undefeated teams atop the sections. Canevin is Section 2. Greensburg Central Catholic, one of the heavy favorites in 2A, is atop Section 3. And Fort Cherry and Burgettstown are battling out in Section 4. Fort Cherry is still 5-0. The other night against this Aliquippa team, this Shenango team also struggled with turnovers, Aliquippa's pressure, and rebounding too. That's going to be obviously take care of the ball and do a better job rebounding tonight if they're going to have a shot here.
And Mohawk loves the press. I mean, they got very, very quick guards. Not Aliquippa quick, but they're still quick. I mean, they like the pressure. They like to get up the court, and they like to shoot fast. Coach O'Leary likes that running style. So, like you said, Shenango's going to have to find a way to take care of the ball here tonight.
You worry at all if you're Mohawk? Maybe you get caught, after a big win over Neshannock the other night. I mean, are they in that situation where they're maybe ripe for the picking? What does Shenango have to do tonight? I mean, do they have to? What do they need to do to put Mohawk in that situation here in this game tonight?
Well, for Shenango, like you said, they got to take care of the ball. You're going to have Brody. I think somebody else other than Brody McQuiston's going to step up here tonight and score a point. Brody McQuiston, third leading scorer all time here at Shenango. Great ball player, but you want someone else other than Brody to maybe pick up Brody here tonight and get some points. But you have to take care of the ball for sure. Nice to have a pep band in here, by the way.
It is awfully loud in here tonight as we get set for the tip-off here in about 8 minutes. We will take a timeout, and when we come back, we'll give you the starting lineups and our keys to the game. That all comes your way next. You're watching live coverage of high school basketball on the Lawrence County Sports Network, powered by LCAP.
For more than 120 years, people have been relying upon Martindale Hubbell's AV preeminent rating to select their attorneys. If you're involved in a workers' compensation situation, you should do the same. LGKG has been AV rated for over 40 years.
When it comes to shopping for insurance, there are thousands of options out there. MVP Insurance proactively shops and compares your policies to find the best coverage and rate. Josh Mathur and David Verratti want to provide you with the level of personalized service that you know that you are the MVP of their agency. They simplify insurance so you can live stress-free. Visit one of the locations in Zenoleopol or in New Springfield, Ohio. Call MVP for the win, proud sponsor of the MVP of the game on the Lawrence County SportsNet.
Tired of gasoline costs? Why drive? Let the Newcastle Transit Authority take you where you want to go. Serving the city of Newcastle and stops throughout Lawrence County, as well as weekday service to Pittsburgh. Public transportation just makes sense. Why drive when you can relax and ride? For more information or for route schedules, log on to newcastletransit.org. The Newcastle Transit Authority, going your way. And remember, senior citizens ride free.
Castle Asphalt and Construction is driven to provide quality, cost-efficient pavement-related services to Western Pennsylvania. Every paving or construction service at Castle Asphalt begins with a thorough site inspection of the area to allow their team of professionals to become familiar with the unique conditions of your home or business. Once the site inspection is complete, Castle Asphalt provides you with a detailed plan of the design, cost, materials, and time of completion, so you know exactly what to expect during your construction. Visit castleasphalt.com to request a quote for your next project and make your dream design come to fruition. Congratulations to our December LCAP Team of the Month. The Lawrence County SportsNet proud to honor the Neshannock boys basketball team as December's LCAP Team of the Month after their 10-1 start to the season. Congratulations, Coach John Corey and Neshannock boys basketball, our December LCAP Team of the Month. Congratulations to our LGKG Athletes of the Month. The Lawrence County SportsNet proud to honor Kelly Cleaver of Union Girls Basketball and Joseph Roth of Elwood City Boys Basketball as December's LGKG Male and Female Athletes of the Month. Congratulations and best of luck, Kelly Cleaver and Joseph Roth, your LGKG Athletes of the Month, brought to you by the Red Zone.
McNeese Gymnasium tonight for this cross-section showdown between Shenango and Mohawk. Let's take a look at tonight's starting lineups brought to you by Doran Concrete, laying the foundation for your team. Don't let just anybody lay that foundation for your home or business. Visit doranconcrete.com for your free estimate today. For the visiting Mohawk Warriors, again 9-6, 6-0 in WPIL 3A Section 1. Their head coach, Mike O'Lear, his third season as the boys coach, of course, had a lot of success coaching the girls side of things here at Mohawk as he was in the playoffs 13 of 15 possible seasons. They will start Bobby Fadden, the sophomore guard, averaging 21 points a game. Jay Rona had a strong night the other night against the Shannakees, averaging 12, just under 13 points a game. J.J. Nail, senior guard, averaging 6.5 points a game, and then the other two are seniors as well. Mason Hopper at 6.8 points a game, and Keegan Hopper at 9.8 points per game. We'll also see Dante Retort and Justin Boston, who Mike O'Lear had a lot of good things to say about after the Neshannock game the other night. Really said, gave us a lot of good minutes, and that's nice when you have that kind of depth. You don't really need to rely on them to score a whole lot, but these guys know how to win. They've all been through the ringer, most of them anyway, from the football side of things. Of course, Rona accomplished everywhere in every sport, but nice that they can draw on those guys if they need a stop, if they need some minutes. They got a lot of depth they can play with on this team too.
Yeah, it's nice you can go 9 deep and not have to worry about it, you know. And then you got Jay Rona running the show. Yeah, Rona scored more last year, doesn't have to score as much this year. He's distributing the ball, but he can score when he wants, when needed anyways, but he's able to distribute the ball a little bit more because you got Bobby Fadden stepping up big time so far this year.
Got a battle of two of the top 4 scorers in Lawrence County tonight, too. Fadden checks in at number 4 on that list behind Ralphie Blundo, and we'll talk about Brody McQuiston here in a minute. And, of course, Joe Roth just lighting it up for Elwood City. For Shenango, 9-5 overall, 3-2 in WPIL Section 1 play. Bob McQuiston, his 18th season 203 wins. They've won 99 section games, so the next one that they play in section, they'd be going for win number 100. Of course, he's been in the PIAA tournament 3 times in his career as head coach. He will start a backcourt of Jimmy Rowe, who has a season-high 20 points earlier this season, averaging just under 10 a game. Joe Campoli is averaging 13.3 a game. And then you go into the front court with Braden George, just under 4 a game. Jason Malley, and of course Brody McQuiston, who is essentially a walking double-double. It seems like every night he is second in the county in scoring at 23.3 a game, just under 1,500 points, which he can get to tonight if he scores 12 points. But it's like every time you turn around, McQuiston's got a double-double. And he, even in games where this team has struggled, he is still the consistent cog for this Wildcats team.
Yeah, he's a great ball player, and when you coach as your dad, a lot of times you see that player being a very good ball player. His dad was a very good player. His brother now playing at Slippery Rock, Colin, he was the 4th leader. He was here the night that he passed him, that become the 3rd time all-leading scorer here at Shenango, and he just continues to get better and better.
That is a look at our starting lineups tonight, brought to you by Doran Concrete, laying the foundation for your team. With over 30 years of experience, Doran Concrete is a team of contractors you want laying the foundation for your home or office. Visit them online at doranconcrete.com for your free estimate today. A couple of keys to the game here tonight. We talked about it really at the start. Keys to the game are brought to you by Works in Progress Paint Services. Call Joe Wright at 724-714-4294 to discuss your next painting project. Rebounding for Shenango, but I think you said it, and we talked about it a little bit with Mohawk. Big win the other night. Don't get caught napping in this game. Keep your momentum going.
I think it shouldn't be too hard because you're playing a local rival, so if you're playing maybe like a Seton LaSalle or somebody in that line, maybe they might have that letdown, but when you're coming into Shenango, one of your Lawrence County foes, should be a little bit easier.
All right, we'll take a timeout, and when we come back, we'll tip things off. Tonight it's Shenango and Mohawk coming up next on the Lawrence County Sports Network, powered by LCAP.
When injuries get you sidelined, don't trust just anyone to get you back on the field. Visit Health in Motion Physical Therapy in Shenango Township. They want to get you back to the top of your game as quickly as possible with certified orthopedic and manual therapies. At Health in Motion, you receive quality one-on-one time with a board-certified physical therapist. Get the next generation of physical therapy to help in your recovery. Health in Motion is the first PT clinic in Western Pennsylvania to use the Newbie, the neurobioelectric stimulator, in their therapies. Their technologies can reduce your time on the sideline from 3 or 4 weeks to just 3 or 4 days. Don't wait for months to see improvement. Notice a difference after your first visit to Health in Motion, keeping you moving.
In workers' compensation, my clients are oftentimes not receiving their wage loss. They're not receiving their medical expenses. LGKG, they come to us so that we can put them in a position to pay their bills. If we're keeping our promises, our clients are getting the justice they deserve.
First for Mohawk. And we're back here at Bill McNeese Gymnasium. Again, the starting 5 for both sides. Fadden, Rona, Nail, Hopper, and Hopper for Mohawk. And it's Rowe, Campoli, George, Malley, and McQuiston for Shenango. Again, Shenango cross-section here, 2A, Mohawk 3A. This will be a good one.
Yeah, I didn't get a chance to talk to Coach Matt Gillera, but him and I go way back. Mr. Dawson knows, but Mike O'Leary and I used to play pickup basketball at the YMCA years and years ago for lunch when he lived in the Butler area anyway. So Mike and I know each other pretty well. It's great. When he applied for Mohawk and got the job, he said he had no clue where Mohawk was. He just saw the job opening, figured he'd go for it, got the job, and then started with the teaching and everything. So, but he's very happy up here at Mohawk. He said very successful in the girls' side. Now try the boys' side. He's doing a very good job here at the boys' side also.
I love going there, but there's times I don't know where that place still is either, all right? So I don't blame him for saying that.
Well, it's very close to Ohio.
Very. Very close to the Ohio border.
But Coach O'Leary just love what he's doing up here. He said he struggled his first year, but he had a young team. And you're going to struggle trying to get your own system in and try to get things going, and he's doing a great job.
Mohawk will be in the all-red with the black trim, and Shenango will be in the all-whites with the maize and blue trim. They introduce the starting lineups again. And again, McQuiston, if you missed the opening segment, 12 points away from 1,500 for his career, so we'll see if he can nab that tonight. That'd be a nice accomplishment. A little ways to go yet on the all-time list, but 1,500 points is one heck of a career for Brody McQuiston, so we'll see if he can get that tonight, and we'll see if he can guide his team to a big cross-section win. And for Mohawk, they're just going to try to keep it going here as they're in the driver's seat of Section 1 in 3A.
And now I might be able to hear you a little bit once music starts dying down. So
it is awfully loud in this gym tonight.
I love it, though. That's what the atmosphere is supposed to be like.
Packed house. It was a packed house the other night for Mohawk and the Shenango, and a little bit more tight quarters here tonight, but we got a good one for you. Set to go as Fadden and McQuiston jump it up, and the sophomore Fadden tips it right to Jason Malley, so Shenango starts first. And they will attack the basket to our left as you see it here on your TV or computer screen. Touch inside, McQuiston turns, little awkward shot, got his own rebound, and there's the stick back, and right away, McQuiston crashing the boards. It's 2-0 Wildcats. Fadden skips it across. And it's Keegan Hopper who has it. Good spin move to the bucket, got tied up, little floater. It's gonna sit around the rim and drift off. And out of bounds back to Shenango as we're 34 seconds into the opening period.
Yeah, saw that happen last night. Hopper liked that underneath move. He used that quite a few times, the up and under quite a bit, and Mohawk's now 1-2-2.
There is that trap, that pressure. Shenango struggled with that kind of tempo and that defensive intensity the other night against Aliquippa.
Everybody's going to struggle against Aliquippa's
yes, they
pressure.
Are. Quip's team, one of the favorites to get back to Hershey, as we got a turnover early there for Shenango. And running the other way and laying it up and in is J.J. Nail for the first points for Mohawk in the night.
J.J. Nail, part of the football team and the baseball team.
Shenango gets it across. McQuiston out near half court, harassed there, splits the double team. Little floater from just inside the foul line. That is tapped out of bounds and back to Mohawk with 6:38 to go in the opening frame.
Yeah, the question somehow split those two men and got into the lane. Had a man open in the wing, but decided to take it himself. The little floater just a little bit too long.
See these two guards from Mohawk, Rona and Fadden. We talked a lot about them during football season.
Looks like Rona cut his hair a little bit.
That one's tapped and knocked away. And we got a turnover from Mohawk. Other way, the Wildcats. And to the bucket. Nice move and a layup off the glass for Braden George. Go the other way, and Mohawk comes right back on the attack. Rona thought about the three. Lifes across, hands it off to Fadden. Fadden out of that double team, now pulls it back out. Jumper on the way, no. Rebound, caroms off into the hands on the far side of Malley, and here comes Shenango.
A good box out by Malley there.
Campoli. Malley. Malley with a little forearm into Nail as he drives and dishes it off, and there is George again. That one's short. Nail the rebound, here comes the Warriors. Little hesitation, and then all the way to the bucket, laying it in is Keegan Hopper.
Nice move there by Keegan, that jump stop there at the end.
Interesting, they aren't afraid to give McQuiston the ball off the inbound against this defense early on. Showing his versatility, nice spin move, left that short. Rebound, tapped out of bounds by Shenango, back to Mohawk with 5:06 to go in the first.
Yeah, McQuiston does a little bit of everything here at Shenango. He's had a fine career.
A lot of times you see that big go to the middle, and they're not afraid to let him handle it. And that's a good sign of confidence as Rona fires a three. That's off the mark. Rebound towards the Shenango bench, and that will go back to the Wildcats with 4:51 to go.
Yeah, Rona will shoot from about anywhere. If he's open, he'll shoot. Said Rona, 34 TDs this year, 2,160 yards passing for the Mohawk Warriors.
These two teams very good at shooting the three. That's Malley inside. Rebound Nail. Here comes Mohawk once again. Rona pitches it out to Nail. Hopper top of the circle, now Fadden. Fadden hands it off to Rona. Rona, a little crossover between the legs, the floater, and the contact.
What a move by Rona with that crossover, and he said between the legs. He's actually a better baseball player, as he's going to be playing baseball for Youngstown State next year.
Got a far trip for his family to make when they want to go see him. Nice inbound play, and right there to lay it in is Keegan Hopper.
Yeah, Keegan, the homecoming king, puts it in.
Break the pressure easily to Shenango as Campoli will hand it off to Rowe. Coming up on 4 minutes to go in the quarter. Malley inside. That one's tipped and knocked away. On the attack comes Mohawk again. Fadden, catch and shoot. Got it.
Can't give him that much room. Fadden thought about it too, then realized he was so wide open. He's like, why not?
31st three-pointer for Fadden. He and Rona have combined for 64 of the team's 109 three-pointers. The other way, George. That's out of bounds and back to Mohawk with 3:42 to go in the quarter. I'm going to get a timeout called by Shenango. 32nd timeout called by the Wildcats.
Our Ponce Insurance timeout. Get the best rates and customer service by calling the local agent of Ponce Insurance. PonceInsurance.com. Love the life you live. Worry-free.
Eric Thomas and Limo with you here tonight at Shenango. It's snowing outside. We're glad to have you with us here tonight. A packed house at McNeese Gymnasium.
And tomorrow might not be so good. So stay tuned to LC SportsNet. Supposed to have a game tomorrow night on the air. Might not happen.
And actually, this game was supposed to be played tomorrow night and then moved to tonight. So luckily that they got this in.
Yeah, Coach McQuiston, you mentioned 12th year here. Been doing a phenomenal job. He played his ball up at Westminster.
So it's Mohawk ball off the timeout. Coming up on 3.5 to go in the opening quarter. It's a 9-4 lead for the Warriors. Rona, deep three on the way, in and out. And Malley the rebound.
Another nice box out. Malley doing the little things early on.
George on the drive. Rather, that is Campoli on the drive. That one fell off the front of the rim.
A lot of contact there. No foul.
Fadden slips right around Campoli and then backs out. Top of the circle, wide open for three. In and out again. That was Mason Hopper, and that rebound tapped out, and here comes Shenango. McQuiston, Campoli. Now George back to Campoli, 2:50 to go in the first quarter.
You know, Rona trying to guard McQuiston.
Inside, he got good position, then it's ripped out of his hands by Hopper, Keegan Hopper, and that'll stay with Shenango.
Yeah, good job there by Keegan as Rona giving up the height advantage there. McQuiston had to switch, had what they wanted, but Keegan Hopper coming from behind, good hands.
Sub in for Mohawk, Dante Retort. Makes his first appearance of the night. We talked about him in the minutes he plays in the pregame as Malley off the inbound. Nice move and lays it in.
Jason Malley, part of the baseball team at Shenango. Good hoop there.
2.5 to go in the opening quarter. It's a 3-point lead for Mohawk. Rona hands it off. That is Keegan Hopper. Back to Rona. Nail now back out to Hopper. Jumper is good, and that is a three for Keegan Hopper. He's got a good start tonight with 7 of the 12 Mohawk points here in the first period.
Yeah, wide open three. I said, you mentioned earlier, Mohawk, a very good shooting team from the three land.
Now he spins back out to George.
Well, they're letting Braden George have that three.
Malley again, pitches it back to Rowe. 1:50 to go.
Having fun watching McQuiston and Hopper go at it. Keegan.
George out to the corner and Malley, and there's George once again. Solid defense by Retort. Cross-court pass. Campoli banging in the paint, lays it up and in for his first bucket of the night. 4-point lead for Mohawk. Rona the other way. Out to Hopper. 3-pointer on the way. Why not? No good. And McQuiston the rebound. Right down the lane. Campoli the basket. and the foul. 4 points for Campoli.
Great first step there by Campoli. Yeah, Joe's grandpa was, whoops, my fault. Wrong note there. His cousins, Anthony, is playing St. Vincent football right now, and Santino is on the baseball team at Mercyhurst. Or his cousins, as he misses that one.
Sammy Myers in for Shenango as we're about a minute out from the close of the first quarter. A little step back jumper on the way for three by Mason Hopper, and that is good. 15-10 Mohawk.
Third three the first quarter here for the Warriors.
111 of them already this season for Mohawk.
Yes, good pace here for Mohawk right now.
George, foul line, right down the lane, off the window and in.
George with the layup and 2 points.
35 seconds to go in the opening quarter. It's back to a 3-point lead. Rona. Quiet here in the first points-wise. Down to 22 seconds to go. Mohawk appears to be holding for the final shot. They will, in fact, hold for the final shot. Down to 10 seconds. Hopper puts it in motion. Rona down to 5, 4, down to 3, down to 2. They got to hustle. Rona will just get it off. They wave it off. And that is how the first quarter will end. Good effort, good start to this game as Mohawk's got a 3-point lead here through one. We'll come back second quarter after this. You're watching live coverage of boys high school basketball on the Lawrence County Sports Network powered by LCAP.
Don't get left out to dry. Call the Penn Ohio Bottled Water Company for the fastest and most efficient bottled water delivery service in the area. Penn Ohio offers bottled water ranging from 16.9-ounce bottles to 5-gallon jugs, perfect for your next event or office water cooler system. Also, don't forget to ask about their custom labeling options. Visit PennOhioBottledWater.com for more information and to get a quote on their delivery services. Whether it's at home, in the office, or on the sidelines, Penn Ohio has you covered.
Does your blueprint not match the vision of your building project? Not with Creative Edge Architecture. From concept to creation, Jeff Measle will help tackle the complex problems, creating design solutions and construction experience. Creative Edge gives you the edge design and construction meet.
Fans, stay tuned at halftime. It'll be the LGKG halftime show coming your way in 8 minutes. Your insurance company is not always on your side, but the law offices Luxembourg, Garbett, Kelly, and George are. Visit them online at lgkg.com for a free consultation. As we start the second quarter.
And more state rankings along the way, too, thanks to Mr. Rebel.
Inside as Hopper spins, kicks it out to the corner. Keegan Hopper, jumper no, McQuiston the rebound. Shenango just down by 3. Start the second quarter here as George has it.
Shenango's done a nice job so far handling the pressure of Mohawk.
Well, they really have. Turnover's not an issue in the first quarter. Solid job on the glass as well as we're almost a minute into this second. McQuiston spins, nice find. Back to McQuiston. Jumper on the way, deep one, no, rebound, tipped around, Bobby Fadden finds it. And here comes Mohawk. Fadden to Rona. Hopper, deep 3 on the way, got it. His second one of the night. 6 points for Mason Hopper.
Well, the Hopper twins leading the way.
They are hitting them early here for Mohawk, 18-12 Warriors.
Looks like Mohawk went into the 2-3 zone here to start the second quarter.
McQuiston again inside, out to George. Foul line in the lane again, and George a knife through the lane, and he lays it up and in. He's got 6 up ahead. Fadden outruns everybody, and he lays it up and in.
Yeah, they forgot about Fadden. Rona to Fadden, how many times we heard that?
Just a few.
Fadden was 17 TDs this year, so at least 17 times we heard that last year.
Tipped by Mason Hopper, and here comes Rona. Rona between the legs, dribble out to Keegan Hopper. Rona, step back. Now he's going to reset things. Tipped out of bounds, and it's back to Shenango with 5:58 to go in the half.
Well, a little bit too patient there for Mohawk. Look, they passed a couple extra looks there as Retort's going to check back in. Bobby Fadden will have a seat.
Thought it was interesting that Mike Allaire saying about Boston and Retort after that game the other night against Neshannock. Talk about that here in a second, but as Wow fires a row fires, and that is good. His first bucket of the night. Big one for Shenango. They cut it back to 3. Wasting no time, but a travel was Mason Hopper. He retort the other night, and Mike Allaire will keep it here during the 30. Apache's Insurance timeout by Mohawk. Saying that, you know, you see scoring sometimes, but he has Retort and Boston off the bench, just giving you valuable minutes. And he also turns to those two because of their seniors. So it's a pretty senior-heavy team with, you know, Rona, and you've got J.J. Nail, and you've got the Hopper twins, and of course, you know, you mix in Fadden, who's only a sophomore, but just that experience that you can bring off the bench, you don't need them to do a whole lot. You need them to do a little bit of everything.
Yeah, it's nice to have the seniors for sure. You said senior laden. They've been through it. And you said to mention the success of the football team. Bring it over here to the basketball team.
This is a class that, and you know, it's once we get done with spring sports, it's going to become pretty much Bobby Fadden's world at that point, because a lot of this supporting cast is going to be gone. This has been a special core of guys for Mohawk through the last 4 years. A lot of success on the athletic fields and courts as McQuiston inside repositioned himself and got fouled.
Nice pass there by Rowe. Saw the give and go. Saw McQuiston cut, and the beautiful entry pass by Rowe.
It's the second foul on Keegan Hopper.
By the way, James Rowe, his uncle is Ralph Blundo. Yeah, just found that out tonight, courtesy of Coach McQuiston. And his dad, Jim, played at Mercyhurst. He's the 5th leading scorer, or fifth in threes, at Mercyhurst in career threes.
Now he gets the friendly bounce, and he's 2 for 2 with 4 points from McQuiston here early on.
Yeah, that's my golden nugget for the night, Mr. Dawson.
That went off the glass too hard as Hopper can't connect. The other way, McQuiston knifes across the lane, kicks it out. And they'll reset things here. Sam Myers still in the game for Shenango. He's got the ball right now. Campoli inside, McQuiston. Nice find, George again, cutting the lane and lays it up and in.
8 points, all 8 going to the hoop.
Nail the other way, out to Hopper. Trying to hand off to Fadden, a little bit of a botched exchange. Fadden, spin, fade, and connects.
Boy, tough shot there by Fadden, made it look easy. Only a sophomore.
4 points, rather 7 points for Fadden here in the early going. Inside, McQuiston, a lot of contact, wanted to foul. Rona comes out of there. Rona pushing it down the floor all the way. Lays it up. No. Rebound loose. Retort saves it. Throws it into Hopper. Fadden, three-pointer on the way. Got it. He is heating up. And look out when he does. He's got 7 in the quarter and 10 for the half. It's a 4-point Mohawk lead.
Play the game right there by Retort, making that save, and then the assist over the Fadden.
Myers feeds McQuiston through traffic. No. Hopper the rebound. Tapped out of there by Retort.
Boy, refs letting them play.
Hopper to Rona. Fadden traveled.
You're not going to get that past Mario Seneca over there. Very veteran referee.
4th Mohawk turnover. Malley going to come back in.
Mario does a lot of baseball. Does a little bit of everything, does Mario Seneca.
Justin Boston is in for Mohawk, number 15.
He said half this team's part of that very successful Mohawk football team.
Malley Loops it in there from McQuiston. Waits through traffic. Got it to go.
Good no call there. Not a lot of contact, but McQuiston up to 6. He said he needed 12.
Indeed. Rona hands it off to Fadden. There's Boston with a touch now. Rona, they run a nice little motion offense and a lot of contact as Rona going to the bucket is fouled.
Yeah, Braden George mugged him pretty much. Yeah, we mentioned Rona, part of football, basketball. Also a pretty good golfer in his day, too.
Missed the front end, 82%.
Yeah, he made it to the States last year. Didn't make it to States this year on the golf team.
Got the second one to go. You guys told me during football season that baseball is probably his best sport.
Yeah, he's going to YSU, so that's a pretty good baseball program over there.
I don't remember who it was, but somebody had joked that football actually is his worst. I thought, man, oh man, that's his worst. Oh.
Yeah, I know. That's amazing, isn't it?
Quote unquote his worst. That's a nice fine nail in the lane. Couldn't get it to go.
Boy, Nail wants that one back. Beautiful entry pass. Again, Rona finding Fadden, and then Fadden finding Nail, but just misses the bunny. Good ball game here. 2.5 to go here, first half.
Yeah, 3-point lead for Mohawk. Shenango can pull within one or tie. George been successful tonight going to the bucket. Campoli through traffic and gets it to go. He's got 6. Good balance here for Shenango, and it's a 1-point lead.
Yeah, Campoli also a golfer.
Oh, backdoor to retort. No, that was partially blocked from behind by Campoli. I gotta get a foul on retort going the other way.
Getting a lot of fouls here tonight. Only 5 fouls called, or 6 fouls called so far in this first half. Love it. Unlike the other game we had the other night, where it was 41 free throws. Yeah, it was a rough night.
2 minutes to go in the first half. 1-point lead for Mohawk. Shenango.
I think it's a Hawaiian night for the Shenango faithful here tonight.
It is not Hawaiian outside, as we're going to get a offensive foul on Shenango.
We got an illegal pick.
That is on Jake Natali.
Yeah, sister Janie just graduated from Shenango, scored 1,000 points in her career. Very, very good 3-point shooter here at Shenango.
Retort. Now Fadden. JJ Nails, we come up on 90 seconds to go. Rona, 3-pointer, his best look of the night, and he drains it.
First point, or actually his first field goal, but great job of running that offense and Rona going around, getting around that screen wide open.
Back to a 4-point lead.
Back the man for Mohawk.
George drives right past Nail, and he's contacted. That'll be a non-shooting foul, so Shenango will inbound with 1:09 to go.
You a fan of the new rule so far? Still thinking?
It's you know, I want to see it in a big spot and how it impacts the outcome of a game potentially in the playoffs. I think to me that's going to be the litmus test for how this rule works. I'm not a huge fan of it, but
Yep.
Let's
I like
see
that thinking.
Yeah, let's see it put to the max test, and then we'll figure out if it works or not. Is Boston going to catch and shoot 3-pointer? No. Rebound by Natali with 47 seconds to go. There's going to come a time, especially at the girls' game, as McQuiston, nice move, and it rolls around and drops.
Looked like he was going to pass the ball back out, and he just slipped underneath and put it in. Great job by McQuiston.
There's going to be a time, especially on the girls' side, when there won't be enough fouls in a second half and it's a tight game, and you're going to see that rule come into effect. And I want to see that thing tested in the highest possible sense to see if it's successful or not.
I'll remember that thought for later on.
Down to 10 seconds. Boston down to 4. They got to get a shot off. Rona to the bucket. Rona has it blocked. And time will run out. Good first half here at Shenango High School. 2-point lead for Mohawk as we go to the LGKG halftime show here at McNeese Gymnasium. 2-point lead for the visiting Warriors. We'll come back with a halftime show after this. You're watching live coverage of boys high school basketball on the Lawrence County Sports Network, powered by LCAP.
Here at Shenango, the teachers and staff love their Wildcats. In the classroom, or wearing the blue and gold, we have their back, and we wish the Cats the best this season.
This video is brought to you by the Shenango Area Education Association.
For more than 120 years, people have relied on Martindale Hubbell's preeminent rating to select their attorneys. If you've been involved in an automobile accident, you should do the same. At LGKG, we have been preeminently rated for over 40 years.
Congratulations to our December LCAP Team of the Month. The Lawrence County SportsNet proud to honor the Neshannock boys basketball team as December's LCAP Team of the Month after their 10-1 start to the season. Congratulations, Coach John Corey and Neshannock boys basketball, our December LCAP Team of the Month. When it comes to protecting those you love, the businesses you've built, or the things you've earned, you need someone you can trust. Who better to protect your interests than a local insurance agent? Pontius Insurance is a team of local agents helping local residents in Lawrence County and surrounding areas, specializing in auto, home, business, and life insurance. Come see Dan Pontius, Jessica Dix, and Tracy Giddings, and the rest of the team at Pontius Insurance, and receive the personalized service you deserve.
Works in Progress Painting wishes a successful and satisfying season to all the Lawrence County sports teams and athletes. Work hard and bring honor to your team, school, and family in how you play. Joe Wright and his family have been providing painting, window cleaning, and other property services for business and homeowners in the Lawrence County area for over 10 years. Their goal on every project is to provide a meaningful service that honors their customer, God, and their family, and to have fun while doing it. Works in Progress is now booking interior painting projects for both residential and commercial projects. Call Joe today at 724-714-4294 to discuss your next project.
When the high school season heats up, make sure you have the best gear to support your school. Head to the Red Zone on Wilmington Road in Neshannock for all your county sporting apparel needs. From sporting goods to custom apparel to embroidery and more, the Red Zone has it all. Quality gear for all 8 schools in the County of Champions. Stop by and enter the Red Zone or visit them online at theredzonesports.com. Score big at the Red Zone.
Looking for a unique way to expand your business? Advertise on the Lawrence County SportsNet and be seen by thousands of viewers in the area and around the country on over 100 broadcasts each year. Visit lcsportsnet.com and click Advertise with LCSN.
Right now, someone very special needs your help. This is Jack Lynn, CEO of City Rescue Mission. No one is beyond God's love and care. One person's life can affect another. Though you may never meet this person, you can make a difference in his or her life. Hurting men and women in our community desperately need food, shelter, and physical and spiritual care. Some are struggling with abuse and addiction. They feel alone, unloved, and forgotten. Individual, caring people provide their hope. You can help change the lives of men, women, and children. Visit cityrescuemission.org and help us today.
When it comes to shopping for insurance, there are thousands of options out there. MVP Insurance proactively shops and compares your policies to find the best coverage and rate. Josh Mathur and David Verratti want to provide you with a level of personalized service that you know that you are the MVP of their agency. They simplify insurance so you can live stress-free. Visit one of the locations in Xenopal or in New Springfield, Ohio. Call MVP for the win. Proud sponsor of the MVP of the game on the Lawrence County SportsNet.
For 20 years, Melee Chiropractic has treated athletes of all ages to help them get safely back to the top of their game. Mele Chiropractic has 3 full-time doctors in their office, and all 3 are former area athletes who have had to battle injuries throughout their careers. They want to help you get safely back on your feet. But more importantly, help stop the injuries before they happen. Prehab before you rehab. Attention all high school student athletes. During your sports season, a $30 visit to the Mele Chiropractic office includes an adjustment and/or all therapy is necessary. From the athletes of tomorrow to the weekend warriors and everything in between. Let Mele Chiropractic keep you in the game.
Halftime here at McNeese Gymnasium. Welcome to the LGKG Halftime Show. Let the law firm of their AV-rated attorneys and super lawyers guide you through the legal process. Luxembourg, Garvey, Kelly, and George keeping promises for over 80 years. Good first half here tonight from McNeese Gymnasium between Shenango and Mohawk. Let's give you the Master Builders and Craftsmen first half scoring recap. Family owned and operated general contractor for 4 generations. Their extensive construction experience, design capabilities, and creative process allow us to help any project and meet any challenge building our community for 70 years. Visit Gem Builders. It's GEMbuilders.com for more information. Bounce across the way for Shenango, and for Mohawk, Bobby Fadden with 10 leads all scorers. 7 for Keegan Hopper, 6 for Mason Hopper, 4 for Rona, and 2 for JJ Nail. For Shenango, 8 for Brody McQuiston, 8 for Braden George, 6 for Joe Campoli, and 2 for Jason Malley, and Jimmy Rowe had 3. So good balance, good effort by both teams, and a really well-played first half.
Yeah, not a lot of turnovers. I think both coaches are going to be very pleased. It was the Hopper twins early on, but they said Fadden came on late, but he said very evenly scoring for distributed scoring for both these teams. I think should be an interesting second half. Mohawk, they were in man for a while, went into that zone a little bit to try to control McQuiston a little bit from that man-to-man matchup. They've done a good job on Brody right now, only 8 points. But right now they got to find a way to stop Braden George from getting into the lane with those 8 points. But he's doing a nice job getting in and getting those layups in. On the other hand, I think Shenango's doing a good job in stopping penetration for the most part. They still have those 6 threes on the night, which, what a surprise. Mohawk, they love to shoot the outside shot, but they're doing a nice job stopping penetration, but we'll see if they can be able to stop that 3 later on.
2 of the best three-point shooting teams in the area, and for Shenango, who came into tonight with 73 of them made, they only have 1 in the first half, and that's Rowe, who hit it in the second quarter. As you mentioned, Mohawk with 6. No surprise there that they're shooting more, and they're also making more. It's kind of their forte, but Shenango, it might not hurt them to find a deep ball here or there. They just seem to not have been able to, when they get down to like 4, they get it to 2. When they get to 5, they get it to 2, but they can't seem to get over that 2 or that 1 point hump right now.
Yeah, Coach McQuiston, when I talked to him before the game, I said, should be a good one. He was like, he was, he knew his team was the underdog coming in here tonight, but I think he's going to be very pleased with the effort here tonight, and to see if they can grab that lead. We'll see how they respond for sure.
Anything you would do differently if you're Mohawk right now? I mean, obviously Rona is a little quiet. He's got 4, only has 1 field goal, but they have so many interchangeable parts that they can go to when they need the scoring. And in that second quarter, it was really Fadden, but does Rona need to get going here in that second half?
I'd like to see Rona get a few more open looks anyways. I mean, they're running some sets for him, but Shenango's doing a nice job of putting pressure on him. I mean, he's really hadn't had a lot of open looks, and when he gets inside, they're doing a good job of contesting shots on him. So hopefully, if you're a Shenango fan, they'll be able to continue to contest his shots, because if he gets those open looks, he's deadly. Like Fadden is also, but Rona what makes his team go. And if he can continue to limit him, I think they'll be in good shape.
Talk about some state rankings here in 2A. Obviously, we discussed Aliquippa earlier. They're ranked number 3 in the state right now, according to the Pittsburgh Tribune Review. But number 1, Constitution.
What a surprise.
Yeah, shocking. But, the funny thing about these ratings, though, Otto Eldredge, second round of the tournament last year. Constitution made it to the I believe, the Elite Eight and got knocked out by Mahanoy area. Whipple was your runner-up. Holy Cross made a deep run, and Mennonite won the title. Now, that Mennonite team is not as good as they were a year ago. They're going to win probably the district title in District 3. There really isn't a deep 2A class there. But you kind of have to stretch out a little further into the eastern part of the state with like Doc Mennonite and some of the Philly schools, aside from Constitution, that you're probably going to have to go to find somebody who can challenge. I think it's going to be Aliquippa in March, but to challenge those guys.
Yeah, Aliquippa is definitely the favorite on this side of the state. But I was surprised to see. I was pulling for Lancaster Mennonite to get out there last year. Not really, they're known Lancaster Mennonite, but not really Mennonite. You know, but I mean, it was a great game between those two schools last year. So I'd love to see a rematch between those two schools.
Bishop Guilfoyle, number 1 in Class 3A. Executive Education is 2. Deer Lakes is 3. Trinity out of Camp Hill, Pennsylvania is 4.
Shamrocks.
And West Catholic rounds out. West Catholic obviously is a deep tradition. They play a tough schedule, but they are right now at 4-10. So they have the worst record, but it's their schedule as we get things started here in the second half. And Hopper is going to take it all the way off the turnover.
Yeah, West Catholic plays the Newman Corettis in that Catholic League and everything. So I think they were 13-13 last year when they made it to the championship.
Yeah, they play as tough a schedule. That Catholic League this season in Philly, everybody can talk about recruiting, this and that, as George misses and Fad in the rebound. There are bona fide 3 teams in 6A that can win the title. You have Newman Coretti, you've got in 4A, likely going to lock up with Lincoln Park.
Roman in 6.
Roman in 6, but St. Joe's Prep is good in 6. Archbishop Wood is good in 6. And then after that, you really don't have much in the way of lower classifications there, but that is a deep league this season as McQuiston paint lays it in.
Can you imagine watching, and nothing taken away from this basketball, but watching that quality of basketball every night out in that Catholic League.
It is available for you online if you want it. As Hopper misses that one and Malley the rebound.
Chance to tie.
Yeah, here we go again. It's another opportunity as Rowe's going to fire.
There it
and
is.
They got the lead. Jimmy Rowe is second made 3 of the night. Shenango by 1.
Well, his dad was a very good three-point shooter. He's displaying it there now.
32-31 Wildcats. Well, what a notch in their belt this would be. Cross-section here tonight, going toe-to-toe with Mohawk. Fadden underneath. Nail, Rona, three-pointer on the way. Got it.
Good ball movement there by Mohawk. Looked inside. Fadden didn't force anything, and they found Rona.
Quickly the other way. Rowe short that time, and the rebound Rona. Nice look up ahead. Hopper in the lane lays it in.
How about that pass? The bounce pass through 3 people. Not going to see a much better bounce pass than that.
Malley on the baseline, skips it across to Rowe. Campoli in the lane, and he is fouled and will shoot a pair with 5:33 to go in the third.
I'm still amazed at that bounce pass. That go on Keegan.
That is his third.
That's big there. Is that both of those hoppers on the part of the Mohawk golf team along with the Rona?
Front end missed by Campoli, a 62% free throw shooter as retorts back in for Mohawk.
A quick shout out, by the way, Mike Othides, the new baseball coach, Byron hired back here at Shenango, and congratulations to him.
0 for 2 on that trip. Here comes Rona on the attack for the Warriors. Behind the back, out to Fadden. Fadden, nifty move in the lane, no, and the rebound controlled by Shenango. Out it goes, Rowe again for 3, no. Rebound, looked like Fadden got a hand on it. Malley hits the deck. Here comes Rona. Skips it across. Nail, open 3 on the way. Short, rebound. Malley comes flying back in to grab that rebound.
Good hustle. He was on the floor on the other end.
Under 5 to go in the third.
Yeah, Malley's turned his body everywhere right now.
And that three on the way by Campoli is no good. Malley could not run the rebound down with 4:44 to go in the third.
Newcastle Transit Authority out-of-town scoreboard. Union girls lead Elwood City 45-19, and the Union boys defeat Savella 79-57, courtesy of Mr. Dawson.
Good win tonight by the Union boys, and of course the girls team just keeps on rolling.
Wide drive, and you can relax and ride. Newcastle Transit Authority.
Rona, jumper on the way, that's for three. No, rebound falls into the hands of George, and here comes Campoli.
And maybe force that one just a little bit.
Yeah, you can tell he wants him to go. As George again to the bucket, lays it in.
Again, 5 field goals, 5 layups. He's finding his way through there.
Rona with 4 minutes to go in the quarter. Mason Hopper. Back to Rona. Rona drives, try to feed retort on the baseline, and that was stolen away.
Good hands by Rowe.
Comes Campoli. Rowe, all alone. Malley, three-pointer, wide, and that one's pulled in by Fadden. Fadden, and he is bumped out of bounds by McQuiston. That'll be Brody's first foul.
And by the way, courtesy of Mr. Dawson, Mohawk has a virtual learning day tomorrow. So for all your Mohawk parents out there, Ponce Insurance timeout, a FID day, virtual learning day tomorrow at Mohawk. So as you already mentioned, we're talking schools already canceling because of that forecast. So Ponce Insurance timeout. Love the life you live, worry-free. Don't know if we're going to get into bonus free throws tonight. Sponsored by Castle Asphalt. Castle Asphalt's been in the paving and construction business for 15 years, using top-of-the-line equipment and resources to guarantee that your job is done correctly and efficiently. Innovative methods combined with years of experience. That's Castle Asphalt. Don't have any newbies playing tonight. If Drew Rona does check in, he'll be your health and motion newbie of the game. They keep you moving. They've been in the business. And looking at the newbie of the game. They keep you moving. Call 724-856-3683 to 724-856-3683. Health and motion, physical therapy. Yeah, Drew Rona checked in the other night against the Shannock. Yes, the younger. He's also part of that golf team.
Justin Boston is back in there, and he is in the backcourt to receive that one. It's fouled by George. That'll be George's second.
I wonder what Drew thinks about having to live up to Jay's reputation and everything that he does. A lot of pressure on him for. Of course, they'll say, just be yourself.
Little discussion as to who's going to be the starting quarterback for Mohawk next season. A lot of people think it'll be Fadden. Big shoes to fill, and he is also the best weapon that Mohawk team has. Retort inside, too strong. Up ahead, George. Campoli, floater. No, tipped out of there, and rebound, Retort. Retort the other way, goes 100 miles an hour, spins, gets tied up. Lost the ball. George and Boston fight for it.
Get a foul.
And they are going to get a foul.
I think they're getting a loose ball foul on Boston, I believe. Diving in. A little bit too aggressive, I guess.
That'll be his second, or his first foul. No, that is his second.
Yeah, only 2 fouls on each team here in the third quarter.
They actually called that foul on Retort. Retort is on the board.
Oh, they got Retort, okay.
Yeah. Stolen away by Fadden. Fadden all the way, has it stripped. And out of bounds to stay with Mohawk with 2:34 to go in the quarter. Yeah, they have Fadden, or rather Retort up on the board for the foul. They have not adjusted that.
Don't think it's going to matter.
No, shouldn't.
But.
Rona catch and shoot, three-pointer, in and out. Boston tapped the rebound. George pulls it in.
Yeah, good box out there by George. Again, chance to tie or take the lead here. Mohawk looks like a 1-3-1 now, changing things up a little bit.
Sammy Myers back in for Shenango. 2:09 to go in the third. McQuiston. Myers had it poked by Boston. Kept alive, and now Campoli as we're down to under 2 minutes to go in the third. Myers, baseline. Myers, wraparound pass. Campoli got it. McQuiston, elbow jumper, got it.
And there's your 12 points.
And it is his 12 points, so he's got 1,500 for his career. Fadden, jumper, no. Let's see if they acknowledge that at some point during the timeout. Down to 1:24 to go in the third. It's a tie game at 36. Rowe and Campoli up top. Campoli, McQuiston. Campoli once again coming up on 60 seconds to go in the third. Corner Myers. McQuiston turns, faces, jumper short, rebound is pulled in by Mohawk. Oh, and Fadden tried to throw that off of Myers, wanted a foul. McQuiston is hammered, and he'll shoot a pair.
Yeah, Fadden better be careful because he's looking at the ref right now. He wanted the foul. He thought he got pushed completely out of bounds and did not get the call, and that was a frustration foul, and the referee's going to go talk to the Coach O'Leary right now about that call right there. And Fadden still has his hands in the air. They got pushed out of bounds.
McQuiston's first free throw is good.
Retort's going to come out, and Mason Hopper checks back in.
McQuiston second short. And the rebound Mohawk. Here comes Rona with 40 seconds left. Up ahead Fadden. Back to Rona. Boston. Good motion here by Mohawk as Fadden drives off the window. No, and Nail is there to put it back in.
Nobody boxing out J.J. Nail.
19 seconds to go. Myers, Campoli. Down to 10. Down to 7. Down to 5. Shenango's got a hustle here. McQuiston turns, deep three off the front of the rim, no. And that is how the third quarter will end. So it's a 1-point lead for Mohawk as we go to the fourth quarter. And this has been a good one here from McNeese Gymnasium. We'll take a timeout when we come back. Fourth quarter, you're watching live coverage of boys high school basketball on the Lawrence County Sports Network powered by LCAP.
I think the key to any attorney-client relationship is trust. My father told me a long time ago, the definition of personal integrity is really simple. Do what you say you're going to do. At LGKG, we've been doing that for over 80 years.
When you're looking for quality concrete services, contact the experienced professionals at Doran Concrete. Our company is family, locally owned and operated, and has been serving the community for over 30 years. Get residential or commercial concrete services for any size job. Our skilled professionals offer prompt and reliable services at an affordable price. We believe in the principles of honesty, integrity, and reliability. Get in touch with us for exceptional concrete services at prices that you can afford.
Fourth quarter from McNeese Gymnasium. Eric Thomas Limon with you. It's a 1-point lead for Mohawk as we will start the final frame here in what's been a really good cross-section matchup tonight.
Yeah, get back into what you're going to mention something during the timeout about McQuiston, I think it was. You had a thought saying you would talk about during the timeout?
Well, let's see if they, 1,500 points. Let's see if they honor him here at all, but no acknowledgement of that, so I'm not sure if anybody really knows that he's sitting on that number. But he is had himself a great career as now he pulls in the rebound, and he is fouled by Keegan Hopper, I believe. And if that is on Keegan Hopper, that's going to be his fourth. And that is, in fact, Hopper's fourth.
Yeah, Coach O'Leary's like, got to get him out quick. Yeah, Keegan Hopper's been battling all night underneath with McQuiston, so with those 4 fouls now.
George, and now Malley has it to start things here for Shenango in the fourth.
Looks like a box and one right now.
George drives a little hop step.
Looks like J.J. Nail and McQuiston.
Catch there by Campoli, and he is fouled. So a chance for Shenango to retake the lead. That is the first foul on Fadden tonight. Rather, his second foul. And for Campoli, missed his 3 attempts so far, 62% coming into play tonight. Can tie and give his team the lead.
Oh for 4 from the line is Campoli.
Second one on the way is good.
There you go.
So finally he gets one to fall. Tied at 38 with almost a minute gone here in the fourth. Joey nailing the game, number 11. Fadden and 1.
Got the first step going around Jason Malley and took it strong to the hole. Absorbed the contact up the glass with the foul.
Fadden is excellent at the free throw line, makes his attempt. He's got 13 tonight. 3-point lead back to Mohawk, under 7 to go.
Back to man. They're switching up defenses all night long. I love it.
George switches.
And there's travel, yep.
Slips rather, and then travels. So back to Mohawk with 6:49 to play.
Yeah, right in front of the referee. You're not going to get away with that too often. Unless you're in the NBA. And you can take 5 steps.
You get on a plane, you can carry your luggage in the NBA. Rona swatted out of there by Campoli.
Yeah, Rona's had some tough sledding here tonight. Only 7 points. Getting in the lane, but having things swatted out, and he's had a rough time getting to the hoop.
And down up top goes to Mason Hopper. Rona, good drive, and Jay lays it off the window and in.
Like I said, he makes it to the right on cue, Jay. And there's a quick Ponce Insurance timeout taken by Coach McQuiston to give you a full timeout.
2 timeouts left for Shenango.
At the end of the game, we'll have our play of the game, sponsored by Maley Chiropractic. Visit Doctors Mitch Maley, Chris Ardero, or Kelsey Bowser. They're the best of the best chiropractor in Lawrence County. And we'll also have our player of the game after the game. We'll have our sponsored by MVP Insurance, where they coach clients to better prices, better coverage. Call MVP for the win. So stay tuned for tomorrow night, if the games will be on or not. Stay tuned to LC SportsNet. Check the website whether we will have a game next week. Busy. We're basically the first half coming to an end now. Having some non-section matchup, then we'll start the second half and do it over.
And then all of a sudden, it's going to be the WPIL tournament. And after that,
best time of the year.
Yes,
in my opinion, the best time of the year anyways.
It definitely is. You got the WPIL tournament, which will be at the Pete. You have the NCAA tournament coming to Pittsburgh at PPG Paints Arena. You're going to have several teams, you would think, involved on both sides. I mean, Oakland Catholic girls right now, Alex Whipple boys, Lincoln Park boys, Lincoln Park girls are playing very well,
Yeah, how
too.
about them? And Aliquippa girls are playing
they
very
are.
well.
Yeah, there could be a lot of WPIL action come state tournament time. Deep runs for a lot of these teams. Inside, McQuiston off the window and in.
Again, another beautiful entry pass. McQuiston getting great position.
Nail hands it off. Fadden, three-pointer. Got it! Bobby Fadden, his third three of the night. 6-point lead for Mohawk.
Such a smooth shot.
This won't count, obviously, for the section, but if Mohawk can hang on here, it's a good win over a good Shenango team. That foul is going to be on Mason Hopper.
That's their third here in this fourth quarter.
Keep an eye on it. Inside, off the window, too strong. Campoli got his own rebound, falls away, no. McQuiston in traffic, and he's going to go back to the line to shoot a pair.
Mason Hopper pleading his case from up here. Looked like he had a lot of body. It's going to be a second foul and any attempts there, but McQuiston getting it done on the boards. Got to be close to that double-double.
And McQuiston makes the first.
He's 4 or 5 from the line tonight.
80%, shoots at 71% coming into play tonight. Another strong night. That one's in and out. Joey now goes to the floor, and we're going to foul.
Coach called jump ball.
And they do switch it, jump ball. So
yeah, Coach McQuiston wanted a timeout. Coach Allaire screaming for a timeout. What you do.
Malley skips it over to George. Cuts back across the arc, and then Malley again. Dangerous pass to Rowe. Coming up on 5 to go. Fadden all over Campoli, out of bounds. Stays with Shenango. It's a 5-point lead for Mohawk.
Yeah, Joey Nail doing his best to guard McQuiston as Joey Nail into the game.
Rowe, top, Malley lobs it inside. McQuiston waits, has it stripped. And we're going to get a foul on Shenango.
Stripped by J.J. Nail. McQuiston brought that ball down when he was triple team, and J.J. Nail got the hands in there with the strip. Didn't see who the foul was called on. It was called on Shenango, like you said.
Yeah, they have not put anything on the board. Did not see it signaled over on the... Once they just called it jump ball again. I thought I saw a foul signal.
Well, possessions towards Mohawk, so.
Let it go as Rona drives the lane. He lays it up and in. And a timeout called by Allaire and Mohawk. With
biggest lead of the night.
4:38 to go. It's going to be a 30-second timeout. They're out of 30s. And it is the biggest lead of the night for the Warriors.
Yeah, so Rona getting into the lane, so the 48-41 lead here for Mohawk.
Where does this, I mean, we get a little later in this game, but, you know, halfway through the season, where do you see this Mohawk team at? How do you feel that they stack up? You know, are they going to be competitive in 3A? Or
They'll definitely be competitive in 3A. I mean, you get too much experience in this team. If they can have a good shooting, and it's all going to depend on matchups and where they're going to be seated. You know, they're going to should be one of the top 4 teams in the WPL, 4 or 5 seed right in that area. But there's, 3A's pretty open this year, I think.
Shenango ball to come out of the timeout as Campoli tries to find McQuiston, and that is tipped out of bounds. And we'll go back to Mohawk with 4:25 to go.
I mean, Seton LaSalle's 10-3, get the defending champions, and Deer Lakes at 10-2, and so I think 3A's could be won by 3 or 4 teams. And Mohawk's one of those teams. I think if they can get a good shooting performance, they can shoot lights out.
You have the pedigree, too. These guys have all been through the ringer. A lot of experience, which at the high school level, it does not matter the sport. It just matters that you have the experience in big spots. And you got guys like Rona who have been involved in it. Obviously, there's been district playoffs in football, baseball. That one's stripped. Campoli comes the other way. And leans on Rona, no, as look at
What a
JJ
rebound.
Nail. What a rebound by Nail. Up ahead, Fadden.
Mohawks just taking air out of the clock. No shot clock in Pennsylvania, so four-quarter offense. Yeah, Justin Boston had to run to the locker room, got a bloody nose.
Hopper whips it to the corner, and Rona across to J.J. Nail. 3:10 to go. Nail finds Fadden.
Yeah, Rona was mugged and no call. Finally going to get McQuiston with the foul. Only the 13th foul here in the fourth quarter. Mohawk content with just running clock right now. Said 27 states now had the shot clock. PA a long way from it.
Going to stay with Mohawk. I think part of the problem becomes what you do about replays and resets, and you're going to have to just basically, if you're not going to have any kind of replay system, you're going to have to go off your eye. Now, keep in mind that in the state of Pennsylvania, they can use replay in championship games.
Yeah, the last play of the game.
The last play of the game,
Yeah.
if it decides the outcome of the game. So
Correct.
they can go to that. You can't go to it at any point, you know, whether it be to find out if a shot beat the clock or whatever the case. But now he steps up to foul Rona.
I hate replay. That's just my humble opinion. I hate it with a passion.
The issue for me with replay becomes if you're going to use it in the tight spot, you need to use it pretty much at all points, and that even goes down to the Division II level. If you get into like the PSAC, for instance, with their championships, there's no replay during the regular season for the PSAC, but when you get into the semifinals and the finals, they bring in an outside replay crew, which completely changes the outcome of the game.
Yep, it can.
And that, I think, they have to figure out some type of consistency with a replay and a shot clock and how that all might fit together as George fires a three, and that's empty. 2.5 to go.
You don't want to foul Rona.
9-point lead for Mohawk as they get it to Hopper. And now Rona, and they step up, and they found it's Campoli this time.
This thing slipping away. Coach O'Leary's going to call a timeout, I think, for Shenango.
I think personally they should go to a shot clock. I don't know that you necessarily need it.
It's coming
all the way, but
it's coming eventually.
They should experiment with the girls' games first, and then if it works, you could implement it. But I think they have to do something.
Yeah, I mean, I'm an old school guy. I like to see a team that run the floor, run your motion offense, but it does get a little rough to watch in the fourth quarter when you have a 4-point lead and 4 minutes to get. They're running that motion, but it's part of the game. It's the way it is. But I think it's going to happen. PA, it's going to be another 5-6 years probably till enough pressure's put on. According to the coaches, they don't want it, so they say. So, but more and more states are adopting.
I think the other thing that they need to change in this state, and this is an empty thought, but the state tournament the semifinals need to be on a Friday and Saturday. A lot of coaches don't like that ending on the weekend, and then as Rona makes the first, as then you would play your, they want to go right from your state game, your state semis on a Monday, Tuesday, and then the state championships start Thursday. So there is ample rest for some teams because if you play on Saturday, you're going Tuesday to Saturday anyway.
Right.
But I think they need to change that back to the semifinals being on a Friday and Saturday and start the thing on a Tuesday and Wednesdays. That three by Rowe is off the mark. Rona might have got away with a travel.
He did get away with a travel. Coach McQuiston wanted it too.
They're going to keep it in Rona's hands as much as possible here as they whip it over to Nail, back to Hopper, now back to Rona, 1:50 to go. And he is fouled by Campoli.
Well, there is one replay I like. Doesn't come to the fact. It's the LCAP instant replay. So it's the only replay. That doesn't affect the game, though. That's just showing a replay.
Rona automatic.
6 of 7 from the line is Rona. Remember, this was a 2-point game.
Perfect 5 for 5. Now make it 5 of 6 here in the second half, the fourth quarter specifically. Yes, this was a tie game at one point, too, in the second half as McQuiston is fouled.
They give him the hoop.
That foul is going to be on.
Nope, they did not give him the hoop. It was before the shot.
Joey Nail.
So both teams in the bonus. Of course, this was a shot, though. Again, we'll have our awards coming out at the end of the game, our MVP player of the game and our LCAP, or Melee Chiropractic play of the game.
1 of 2 from McQuiston that trip. Rona gets it off the inbound all the way, and he'll make them chase him as they whip the ball around again. Nail, Hopper, and they step up and foul him. It'll be on Myers.
I would love one day for some of these to call it intentional, because you know they're intentional, but you'll never see it, I don't think.
No, in the truest sense of the word, they are intentional fouls.
Yeah.
You can't, as the court system goes, prove intent, but in that case to stop the clock, you are intending to stop the clock. It's an intentional foul. Second one is good. So, friends at Madur Bonner Law probably could school us on intent, but McQuiston gets his own rebound and putback. He's had a strong night. It's going to end up being not enough for Shenango, though, as they double team Rona and they foul him. Take your pick on who it's on. It could be Malley.
You want to thank Madur Bonner Law, your community firm with a personal connection and individual service. Visit them at MadurBonnerLaw.com. With all these extra fouls here and our bonus free throws being brought to you by Castle Asphalt. This Rona going to get up to his average right now. He's got 17 right now.
Yeah, this again was a tie game at 38. Rona, from that point on, almost a 20-6 run. It's an 18-6 run for Mohawk to slam the door shut as McQuiston hop step through the lane, no, and rebound by McQuiston up to Campoli, who lays it up and in.
Ponce Insurance timeout. Love the life you live worry-free with 53 seconds to go.
That'll be Shenango's final timeout of the night. Let's take a look at what these teams, and you mentioned it, we're going to go back through the section play here. So that means round 2 with Neshannock if you're Mohawk, and that'll be at Mohawk. That'll be a great game, second time through. Probably going to be for the section title. Who knows what Mohawk will be at that point. Could still be undefeated in the section. And then if you're Shenango, you really just need to stick around that 3rd or 4th spot. You're going to run into Aliquippa one more time, which obviously isn't going to be an easy thing to do. But with 4 teams out of that section making it, just keep doing what you're doing at that point and get in the tournament. That is going to be the key thing.
Yeah, they got a big game. Aliquippa, I mean, if they give a good effort down there, the big game for them is going to be that Northgate game because they have the loss against Northgate in the section, and that's the one they're going to have to get if they can here later in the section rematch.
Yeah, that is going to be big one for them. And then, of course, win the games that you're quote-unquote supposed to, as Fadden will be fouled. 50.9 seconds left. Fadden, you can pour him in for sure. He's had a workmanlike night tonight.
A tough pick for our player of the game here tonight.
Second one by Fadden is good. Going to etch his percentage up to 79% for the season. Excellent free throw shooter. Skip pass across, intercepted by Rona. He is fouled by Rowe.
Coach McQuiston not happy at all.
40.6 seconds left. It's a 12-point margin. Make it 13.
9 of 11 from the line from Rona right now.
He's been the catalyst for this pull away here in the second half.
For every sport, he's the catalyst.
true.
Except the golf team.
Very true. McQuiston, nice backdoor pass and layup in there by George. Just had a good night for Shenango on his own. Down to 28 seconds left and get another foul. You want to extend this game as much as you can. It's a 12, still a 12-point margin.
George just fouled out with his 12 points. Sam Myers, the quarterback for the Shenango team this year, checking in. Yeah, Myers got thrust into action.
Fadden good on the first. Fadden and Rona at the free throw line in the fourth quarter to put this thing away. Quick three-pointer and a foul.
Did get him. Mason Hopper picks up his third. Hey, why not?
Mike Allaire just looking on, not exactly thrilled at the foul on the three-pointer, but Rowe's got a chance here to up his night. He's got 7.
Well, Coach Allaire's got a chance to work on quite a bit of things here tonight, especially that delay game at the end. Rowe hits 2 of 3 from the line. Please don't foul.
Yeah,
looks like they're calling off the dogs.
Yep, sure does.
Just get across the timeline.
So Mohawk is going to win its 10th game of the season. And they are going to win this one going away by 11, 61-50. Good effort by Shenango in this one. Mohawk is going to pull it off by 11, and they're going to keep their train rolling. Win for the 10th game, or the 10th time this season. We'll add up the final numbers, take a timeout, and when we come back, we'll have our post-game awards. You'll have the MVP Insurance MVP of the game, and also the Melee Chiropractic Play of the game. We'll give you the final stats, some final thoughts, and get on out of here. Mohawk wins it by 11. We'll take a timeout. You're watching live coverage of boys high school basketball.
Tired of gasoline costs? Why drive? Let the Newcastle Transit Authority take you where you want to go. Serving the city of Newcastle and stops throughout Lawrence County, as well as weekday service to Pittsburgh. Public transportation just makes sense. Why drive when you can relax and ride? For more information or for route schedules, log on to newcastletransit.org. The Newcastle Transit Authority, going your way. And remember, senior citizens ride free.
At Major Bonner Law, we're more than just attorneys. We're your community partners. With a combined experience that spans decades, attorneys Jason Medore, Michael Bonner, and Greg Rossitelli are your trusted advisors for all legal matters. From personal injury to estate planning, business law to family disputes, we are here to guide you through every step of the legal process. Our full-service, community-based approach ensures that you're not just a client, but a valued member of our family. Give us a call or visit us online at MedoreBonnerLaw.com for more information.
I love what I do because coming in every day is different.
How can you not enjoy these kids coming up and hugging you and giving you these great smiles all throughout the day? You guys ready?
Seeing the progress that our kids make every single day is one of the reasons I love coming to school.
What should we do? We have fun.
LCAP Early Learning Centers is hiring. Help empower young minds in Lawrence County and become a superhero today. Apply at lcap.org.
GEM building contractors and developers have a proven record of performance on any size project. They bring value, local craftsmanship, expert management to meet any challenge. From design construction, from inspection to budget estimation, GEM Builder has been building our community for 70 years.
That was awesome.
Congratulations to our LGKG Athletes of the Month. The Lawrence County SportsNet proud to honor Kelly Cleaver of Union Girls Basketball and Joseph Roth of Elwood City Boys Basketball as December's LGKG Male and Female Athletes of the Month. Congratulations and best of luck, Kelly Cleaver and Joseph Roth, your LGKG Athletes of the Month, brought to you by the Red Zone. Castle Asphalt and Construction is driven to provide quality, cost-efficient pavement-related services to Western Pennsylvania. Every paving or construction service at Castle Asphalt begins with a thorough site inspection of the area to allow their team of professionals to become familiar with the unique conditions of your home or business. Once the site inspection is complete, Castle Asphalt provides you with a detailed plan of the design, cost, materials, and time of completion, so you know exactly what to expect during your construction. Visit castleasphalt.com to request a quote for your next project and make your dream design come to fruition.
Contractors, the Department of Healthy Homes needs you. From small to large residential projects, you can help families live safer and healthier with the quality work you do. It's rewarding in more ways than one. Call LCAP's Department of Healthy Homes today.
Just like going to the doctor, our homes need a checkup too. If your home is not properly weatherized, you could be at risk for symptoms that cause unhealthy ailments and higher utility bills. The Weatherization Assistance Program is the key to reducing utility costs and increasing comfort in your home. Services include an in-home energy audit to inspect your furnace and hot water tank, check for air sealing around windows and doors, and ensure adequate insulation and ventilation. Learn more at lcap.org or call the Department of Healthy Homes to get your checkup today.
Post-game show here from McNeese Gymnasium. Mohawk wins it tonight by 11. Your scoring recap brought to you by Creative Edge, where design and construction come together with experience from concept to creation. They combine their extensive construction experience with creative design to make your project a reality. Fully licensed and insured architecture and construction management services. Call 724-652-1372 for more information. That is Creative Edge. For the post-game scoring recap, it looks like this for Shenango tonight. They were led by Brody McQuiston with 19 points, 12 points for Braden George, 9 for Joe Campoli, 8 for Jimmy Rowe, and 2 for Jason Malley. All adds up to 50 points here tonight for Shenango. For Mohawk, they were led tonight by Jay Rona with 20, 19 for Bobby Fadden, 11 for Mason Hopper, 7 for Keegan Hopper, and 2 for J.J. Nail. Dante Retort, Joey Nail, Justin Boston all played but did not score. That is your scoring recap brought to you by Creative Edge. Call 724-652-1372 for more information. Time now to give out some hardware here tonight. We'll go first with the Maley Chiropractic Play of the Game, and our Play of the Game from Maley Chiropractic. They're proud to present the Play of the Game award to Dante Retort of Mohawk. That was that save out of bounds in the first half that led to Mohawk points. That was a critical stretch, really, as even though this game got tied, Mohawk started to separate itself a little bit, and then they just kind of kept Shenango at bay the first half. But that play led to a big Mohawk possession and big Mohawk points early in this contest. So Maley Chiropractic is proud to present the Play of the Game award to Dante Retort of Mohawk. Maley Chiropractic and the Lawrence County SportsNet are proud to honor Dante for tonight's Play of the Game. Dante received a customized t-shirt courtesy of the Red Zone in recognition of tonight's Play of the Game. Video of tonight's Play of the Game may also be featured on the Trib Live High School Sports Standout Network's Standout platform on X and Instagram. To view tonight's Maley Chiropractic Play of the Game and the full list of this season's top plays, go online to lcsportsnet.com and click Play of the Game. Congratulations to Dante Retort for tonight's Maley Chiropractic Play of the Game. Let Maley Chiropractic keep you in the game. As far as our MVP of the game tonight, we sort of talked about this a little bit. Jay Rona was fantastic from the free throw line at the end of the game, 9 of 10 in the fourth quarter to lead everybody with 20 points. So we're going to go ahead and give it to him. This was, again, a 38-38 game, and then a lot of big buckets by Mohawk in the fourth quarter, but a lot of their damage done at the free throw line in the fourth quarter. Rona gets the Play of the Game, the MVP Insurance Player of the Game award. MVP Insurance is proud to present the MVP of the Game award to Jay Rona of Mohawk. MVP Insurance and the Lawrence County SportsNet are proud to honor Jay as tonight's MVP of the game. I sort of feel like Jay is like the eternal MVP every time we do a Mohawk game.
It seems like it, yeah.
Jay will receive a customized t-shirt courtesy of the Red Zone in recognition of being named tonight's MVP of the game. To view a full list of this season's game MVPs, go online to lcsportsnet.com and click on MVP of the game.
Your voice for Lawrence County sports.